Hi, and welcome back to your Real Conversation video lesson with me, your teacher, Chris. If you're new here, it's great to have you as a student. I love getting new students, and if you're one of my regular students, it's awesome to have you back. Now, if you can hear the noise in the background, the air conditioner is running. I apologize. It is hot. It is so hot in South Korea today. I don't know what happened. It was beautiful this morning, but today, super, super hot. So I'm hoping that my body blocks some of the noise, but who knows? Today we have an interesting topic. We're going to talk about movies. And I don't know about you, but I love movies. So this should be a fun topic. Now, remember, I'm going to ask you the question and give you some time to answer me back. I'm going to look at you, so take that time and answer me. Don't feel weird. This is your chance to talk to a foreigner. At the end, I'm going to answer the questions with my answers. Remember, put your comments down below so that I can correct them for you, and you can practice the video again to use the more natural English answers. I am once again very proud of everyone who has been putting their answers down below, and I can see how much better you have gotten in just a few video lessons. So that is awesome. And many of you I've had since you started phonics level with me. So your progress is amazing. Many of you have only been taking my lessons for a few months, and that's from phonics level. So that's incredible progress. Let's keep going with this progress. Remember to subscribe if you're new and like the video if you enjoyed this conversation with me. Question number 1. What was the last movie that you saw and how was it? What was your favorite movie in the past or now, and why? It has to be one, so only choose one. What was your most favorite movie ever? Now I'm excited to see what your favorite movies are because, like I said, I like movies and I'm always looking for new good movies, especially from foreign countries because I love movies with subtitles. Question 3. How are the movies in your country and what are the best ones? Now here's a good question. How often do you watch movies in English? Now, here's the last question, excuse me, and it's probably a really interesting or difficult question for you to answer. If there was a movie about your life, what kind of movie would it be and why? I think this is going to be the most interesting question on the whole set here of questions, because everyone has a very different opinion about who they are and how interesting their life is. Okay, so now I will answer these questions, and hopefully you can still hear me, because my air conditioner in my classroom is very noisy, and I tried to turn it off, but it's on some kind of cleaning cycle, so it kept running. But here we go. What was the last movie you saw and how was it? The last movie I saw in the theater was Avengers Endgame, and it was great. But there were parts of it that were very, very annoying to me. As kind of I'm not really a comic book guy, but some of the inconsistencies in the movie were annoying towards the end. I'm not going to talk about it, but the Captain America part at the end bothered me. Now, if you saw the movie, I would be interested to hear your comments on Avengers, because I like Marvel movies. I like comic book movies and superhero movies, especially DC movies. I know they're terrible, but I like the characters better. What is your favorite movie and why? Excuse me. Long ago, my favorite movie was a movie with Al Pacino called Scent of a Woman. And I just always loved it. But now, I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite movie. But okay, here we go. My favorite movie would be the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Like if I took all three movies and put them together, over-ending big movies. If I put the whole series together, that would be my favorite movie. It is a fantastic book that I loved as a child. Actually, I hated it as a child first, and then I read it again, and then I realized I was just too young to appreciate it, and then I loved it. But the movie itself is gorgeous. Everything about it is well done, and it's really a beautiful movie. So I love that movie, and they did a very good job adapting the book to a movie. How are movies in your country, and what are the best ones? Kind of a strange question, but I'm going to answer it like this. In America, movie theaters are good and bad. They're either terrible or they're really good. Here in Korea, it seems like I've only ever been to really good movie theaters. And by that, I mean like the seats are comfortable, it's clean. I don't like Korean popcorn, that's the only sad part. But the actual movie experience, from sound to the video to the chairs to enjoying the actual atmosphere in the movie, is good. In America, sometimes it's hit and miss. Sometimes the theaters are just terrible. they're dirty, and you stick to the floor, and they're gross. You're afraid to sit down. The best, in terms of movies, I think that, well, it's difficult for here in Korea because the movies are all in Korean, but they do have a very large selection of Hollywood blockbuster movies that are translated into Korean. So in a way, the movies are really good here, and the selection isn't always perfect, but hey, it's a foreign country, so it's actually really good. The best ones are usually the blockbuster hits. That's what comes here in the English language. How often do you watch movies in English? I would say about 75% of the movies that I watch are actually originally in English, and the rest are a mix, because I like documentaries, I like movies in foreign languages. I like to read subtitles and experience filmmaking from other people's cultures, other people's points of views. So I generally enjoy seeing these kinds of movies. And now that I'm in Korea, I enjoy reading the subtitles or because I can understand Korean. I like reading the subtitles, and I like watching the movies and seeing the different styles of acting. So, yeah. If there was a movie about your life, what kind of movie would it be and why? Well, you know me, I'm a little crazy and I'm very critical of my own abilities and how interesting I am. So I have low self-esteem when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I think my movie would be a tragic comedy or just a plain comedy, meaning that there's always some kind of disappointing, funny thing in a way that happens in my life. And it's one of those things where it's like a little negative and you have no choice but to laugh at it, or it's really genuinely funny. I find humor in a lot of things, and sometimes I find dark humor funny too. So my life would probably be a comedy. I would love to say it was a romance or some action movie, but no, I have a fairly stable life and I do the same thing every day, almost. Yeah, it's kind of boring. It's not boring. I have a lot of stuff I do, but it's the same thing over and over. But I find humor in all kinds of things, especially teaching children. So a lot of really crazy stuff happens. And that's why I generally consider my life to be funny, humorous. My brother enjoys my stories of crazy things that happen in my life a little too much, but that's okay. I like to bring joy to others. Now, if you like this lesson, hit the like button. And if you're new and you want to get more lessons with me for free like this, hit the subscribe button. Remember to comment down below, and I will comment and fix your answers and make them more natural. And then practice the video again. That is the key. Very, very important is practice these video lessons again and again and again until you are comfortable answering me. You're home alone, you have no one, no pressure. Enjoy this chance to really talk to me. And I'll see you for our next lesson. Goodbye. Ow!